1 in 5 American children struggles with hunger. We know that if kids don't get proper nutrition, they can be stunted for life. Their brains, their personalities are damaged in ways that will never be reversed. But 1 in 5 U.S. kids struggles with hunger. 1 in 4 military families depends on food assistance. Hunger on this scale, especially in America, is a moral scandal. That's why virtually every church, synagogue, mosque in the country feels moved to try to feed people. It's why when there's a big hunger issue in Washington, virtually the entire faith community over and over again comes in and with one voice speaks to the issue. And for those of you who are involved, I think that's everybody, for people who are involved in politics, it's also important to know that ending hunger is not just right, it is also now politically smart. First, because we know how to end hunger. In fact, in the world, lots of countries have been making dramatic progress against hunger and poverty over the last 3 decades. In our country, the programs that got started with the Great Society reduced poverty by half. And now that the job market is stronger, we're seeing declines in hunger statistics. So we know that if you combine focused programs and policies with expanding opportunities for everybody, we can end hunger. At Bread for the World, we've also learned that hunger is a potent political issue on both sides of the aisle. Congress has been gridlocked on many issues this year, but just this month, Congress passed a substantial world hunger bill with a broad bipartisan majority. Basically what they did was to authorize the continuation of what the Obama administration's been doing to strengthen agriculture and nutrition in the poorest countries of the world. Also, a poll was done in swing states across the country, and we learned that 2/3 of all voters think that ending hunger ought to be a top priority for our government. Bread for the World usually focuses on legislative advocacy, but this year, because so much is at stake, we're doing more election work than ever before. Our organizers are fanning out across the country, especially in 12 swing states, and speaking to candidates. Our membership is speaking to candidates and to the voters about the importance of hunger, the possibility of ending hunger, and what policies we need to get that done. And then we've been able to use digital ads to reach 50 million voters in those 12 swing states. Here at the convention, we've been really encouraged by the response of people who've seen those ads. One might pop up on your cell phone while you're here, so click on it, because we want you to know more about how to end hunger, and we want you to include hunger in your agenda. This is a personal issue for me. One of my sons, John, had serious problems with addiction. Those problems drove him into deep poverty, trouble with the law. He's now been sober for 7 years. He's managed to, actually using the unemployment office when he was unemployed, gave him a chance to get job training instead of continued benefits, so he got a commercial driver's license. He's driving a truck, he's taking care of his kids, he's a really good father. So for me, I'm really proud of my son. I love my son. I know he has struggled with hunger. And then I recognize that all the millions of Americans who are still struggling with hunger are beloved and very gifted children of God. So this year, I am praying, I am working to get a president and a Congress who put us on track to end hunger.